Welcome to week number 4 of the Durga Insurance Catch-Up. It was an eventful week in the West Michigan Muskegon areas. Stay tuned for updates on all the action throughout this video. Thank you to our sponsor, Durga Insurance Group. Are you looking for life, home, or auto insurance? Well, then Durga Insurance Group is the place to go. Check them out at durgainsurancegroup.com. Let's get into the action. First, we have our weekly football picks. Let's see if we are on the mark this week on the catch-up. This week, the following games will be covered: Mona Shores versus Byron Center, Reese Puffer versus GR Union, Oak Ridge versus Ludington, Orchard View versus Manistee, Whitehall versus Montague, Grand Haven versus Caledonia, Hart versus Kent City, and Muskegon versus Forest Hills Northern. After week 3, the lead expands for the intern. Though a successful week for all, we will need a couple crucial wins to catch back up to our very own Miles Welch. Next up on the catch-up, we have our top 5 must-watch football games. At number 5, we have RP versus GR Union. Another big game for Reese Puffer. They will need this one to even up the season at 2-2. GR Union will be no small order though. They are a solid squad with some impressive talent. Number 4, Hart versus Kent City. After beating rival Shelby, this Hart squad is ready to get on the win train and use that momentum into week 5. They will play a well-rounded Kent City squad hungering for a win of its own. Number 3, Grand Haven versus Caledonia. Grand Haven is coming off of a big win here. They just beat West Ottawa, which is huge for their program, and are rolling into Caledonia with some momentum. Number 2, Mona Shores versus Byron Center. Mona Shores is on fire right now, winning all 3 of their regular season games thus far, including a win over Hamandi last week. And at number 1, Whitehall versus Montague. Here it is, the big one, the battle for the bell. A big rivalry game here. Montague takes on Whitehall at Whitehall. Montague is coming off of a few good wins, taking a dub over conference rival Oak Ridge and then Orchard View as well. Whitehall has played some extremely good teams though. Zeeland West and Union Christian are both solid squads, and this will be a good one to make sure to check out. Last up on this edition of the Catch-Up, we have our top 7 area moments. Number 7, Whitehall Girls Golf. West Michigan Girls Golf play concludes this week. Grace McDowell takes the win with an average score of 86.5, while Whitehall also took the team win. Number 6, a bit of a sad one here, Holton football. The Red Devils unfortunately terminated their team and season last week due to low numbers and safety risks. The teams that they were supposed to play, Mason County Central, looks to have found a new opponent though, and will be playing Centerville later this week. Number 5, Montague Soccer. The Cats took another win over Fremont and Manistee, pushing them into first place in the conference standings. With 1 game left to go for the conference win, they will have to face the Norsemen of North Muskegon. Number 4, Whitehall Boys Cross Country. The senior runner Stuart Waters competed in the WMC Invitational this week, running a time of 17:18.28. It won him the individual race. He also aided his team to a successful second place finish, and he has ran well most of the season with a PR of 16:18.2. Number 3, Ludington Girls Cross Country. The sophomore won the WMC Invitational with a time of 20:21.27. Lohman also managed to lead her team to a win as well. Her consistent season, marked by an 18:57.4 personal best, shone through at this meet. Number 2, Hart football. In week 3 rivalry action, Hart took home the jug in a big win over Shelby. They will play Kent City later this week. Number 1, Reese Puffer football, Bryce Muscoven. Only being a sophomore, he played phenomenally against Spring Lake. Muscoven rushed for 198 yards on 16 carries and notched himself a 12.37 yards per carry rate. This included 2 touchdowns. Defensively, he also aided with 1 tackle. He led the Rockets to a 26-14 win over the Lakers. Thanks for watching this edition of the Durga Insurance Catch-Up. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.